I'm here on day 29, my second to last day of a 30-day water fast. It originally started off as a 21-day fast. I extended it to 30 days, and I'm feeling very energetic. I've followed every day the Qigong for weight loss practices that are in my book. You can see a link below on Qigong for weight loss. Now, there's one method that I haven't discussed from the book, and I've been saving that towards the end, and that's swirling Qi. I've focused a lot on the dantian and on sending energy to the dantian in this series. There's a special playlist that I've created called Dantian Qi Charging, where I've taken all the videos from the past 30 days that specifically focus on sending energy to the dantian, and you could go and watch those because this is how you charge your body's natural energy battery, and it's just one of the foundational practices for Qigong. So I've talked about the expanding variation of swirling Qi. Today I'm going to talk about the static variation. And this is a pretty simple process. I explain it fully in the book. I do recommend getting the book so you have access to all of these Qigong for weight loss practices. But this method is a great way to gather energy. You can practice it mentally anywhere you're at, and I recommend practicing this whenever you can to just gather more energy. So put simply, what you do is you mentally connect with your dantian, which is about 2 inches below your belly button, 2 inches inside your body. And you just connect with the dantian, and then you imagine this little Qi spiral, so a little mini Qi tornado. I'm using my finger, but we just use our mind, and you just circle and you start spiraling the energy where the funnel of the tornado, the point of the tornado, just goes into your dantian, and you just start spinning this energy. You just imagine a glowing energy. You can feel it, or you can imagine the actual light energy just going in. Just imagine this little tornado, and then start spinning it, spinning it, spinning it, and mentally just increase it, like spin it at one speed for a little while, and then mentally you can increase it, just speed it up more. I'm trying to use my fingers fast, and then just mentally keep spinning it, spinning it, spinning it. And you might want to do that for 3 to 5 minutes, getting the spinning. And as you mentally imagine it spinning, you may feel your muscles around the dantian just slightly sort of twist in, and that's good. So just focus on that twisting, spinning Qi spiral, and just imagine the energy, this tiny little Qi spiral. Imagine it as small as you can, maybe 1 inch big, and just imagine the energy just funneling into your dantian. Get that going, and you'll notice after 3 or 5 or even 10 minutes, it'll just start to automatically happen. Even if you sort of take your mind off it, you'll notice it's starting to, do it on its own. And then after a few minutes, when that gets comfortable, you'll notice a groove kind of sets in. It just starts to suck energy in. It starts to pull energy in on its own. And then mentally, for practice, what you could do is reverse the direction. So once it has its own momentum, it's kind of doing it on its own, then just mentally reverse the direction and circulate the other way. Do that for a few minutes until that starts to take on a momentum on its own. And if you just kind of let it go mentally, you'll notice that it's still sucking energy in. Now, when I say static variation, you're not expanding this out, you're just kind of leaving it in one place. And then you can slowly, instead of keeping it small just for practice, make it bigger, like extend it out 3 feet away from your body and imagine it that size for a while. Every time you do this, though, this Qi spiral, it's this little tornado which is sucking in energy. It's funneling in energy from your environment to the point which is at your dantian, and then you just imagine the energy going into the dantian. Practice this until you can do this for, let's say, a half hour. You can get to the point where you do this all day long as you're doing other things. You're going to fill so much energy into the dantian. And just as a recap, why do you want to put energy into your dantian? Well, it's the center of your energy body, and it's your body's natural battery. So you're storing energy to the dantian. The dantian is smart enough to distribute that anytime you need energy. So initially, if you're feeling energy depleted or just haven't practiced Qigong much yet, it's important to fill the dantian first, Once it's full and overflowing with energy, it will actually, it's like boiling water. The steam will come up and fill your other energy centers in your body. So initially, you want to put a lot of focus into the dantian and train yourself to be able to absorb energy to the dantian. So just imagining this chi spiral is one of the best exercises for Qigong, preliminary Qigong. Just you're mentally training yourself to connect with energy. So practice this swirling chi static variation in addition to the other dantian chi charging exercises. We're going to come back to these in the Discovering Chi program, which is the next series that I'll be teaching on this YouTube channel. So go and register for that below, and you're just going to receive free Qigong lessons that's going to teach you a complete system of Qigong that you can use for health, vitality, longevity, for manifesting, for any purpose you want. Basically, if we can build our energy up, then we can use that for any purpose that's going to be extremely valuable to us in life, for just living life on a higher level. I'll be back tomorrow with day 30 of my final day of this 30-day water fast. And I'd love to know your comments. Have you tried this, any of these dantian chi charging exercises? Experiment with the swirling chi. It is one of the best, the very best Qigong exercises that I've ever done, and there's a lot of really good ones. If you do this is such an easy thing to do while you're driving. You can do it anywhere you go, and it's just going to fill you with energy better than caffeine, better than a drug. This is awesome. So I hope you take the time to do it and share your experience below. Let me know how you're doing with it. What kind of energy levels are you feeling when you practice this? I'll be back tomorrow with day 30. The final recap of this 30-day water fast, and explaining more about Qigong and fasting and living